really get going, to be honest. A bit slow and a bit backwards and sideways today. It's like they took us literally, like, hit a diagonal, but then it's to open them up, and then we never played through them. So we asked for a clean sheet, we got the clean sheet. So frustration more than anything.
Did you think the Charlie Raglan header was unfairly disallowed?
I've not seen it, but I didn't think it was. I thought he just took off early, and his momentum took him into the lad. But the referee told me he's pushed him. I didn't see his arms coming out. I think there's quite a few things went against us today. It was a really tight game. They're not bad, Oldham. That's why they're one defeat in 8. They've had some good cup runs as well, because they've got some good players. So if we break it down, we had the best chance in the game, and I thought a good goal disallowed, but there wasn't much in it.
So you're not complaining too much about not getting 3 points?
No, if I watch it back and I see that it's not a foul, then I will be disappointed, because at the time, but I don't want to get involved in tit for tat that I don't know. But I was just the frustration. The players have set the level so high now. That's the thing. So you can't be brilliant every single week. So we've not been brilliant. We did probably have most of the ball. Didn't hurt them in the right areas. But it's another game undefeated. You kept a clean sheet, so you take the positives from that.
And it's so while since you've had a clean sheet, to be fair.
I have a little meeting with the players before 1:30 every day, and one of the things I wrote on the board today was, can you keep a clean sheet? So that's why that is a positive, because we've defended a lot better than what our maybe goals against record says. So in the last 3 weeks, I think Scott's hardly really made a save in a month, compared to early in the season when he was making 14, 15 saves a game. So I think that's the mark of where they've come. They probably haven't had that sort of kudos that they deserve.
You came out after the Northampton game when Northampton scored late, and you said you didn't think that the team deserved a clean sheet. Do you think they deserved a clean sheet today?
Yeah, they've had a few pot shots from sort of outside the area, but I can't remember looking at Scott going, clapping him, thinking that was an unbelievable save. Everything was pretty routine, as was there. We didn't test their goalie enough either, other than the one, when Dawson's through 1-on-1 and just hits the goalie. So it was a funny afternoon. It probably was a little bit end of season, nice weather, nice pitch, but the pitch being so lush, it almost like it was so. We were just too slow in our tempo. That was the thing.
A very healthy gate though. You must be pleased with that. Just over 4,000.
Yeah, well, I suppose that adds to the frustration really, because there's quite a few turned up, and I think they've seen how we're trying to play. We've just not executed it properly today. But we won't come away from the way we're going to try and play now. That's become our identity. It's the way that's what suits the players. So no, it was good. It was. You could tell there's a buzz around before the game. That night seemed to get another. I think it was 4,000 last week against Exeter. I know they brought a few, but that's positive signs.
The records are going to show that you'll be somewhere between 15 and 20 points clear of the bottom two. At what stage did you, whatever you said to us and to the players, did you say, I think we're going to be okay here?
There was that one game, I think it was. After that we had 4 important home games and we won all 4. That was a big marker. So to come through, one thing we've been good at this year is we beat teams in and around us. There's no one beat us that's been in that group below us now. And the frustration thing is that for all that hard work, we're going to end up probably finishing 15th or 16th. But I think most people would have taken that in halfway through October. So when I got the job, they'd have taken that, and after just 9 games, they're probably thinking, what have we done here? So I think, a lot of hard work and hopefully building for next year.
And talking about next year, I know you won't be able to talk about individual situations, but does every player at the club know right now whether they're going to be offered a contract for next season?
We've had conversations with all of the agents, whether it's directly or whether it's not. So, like I said, without going into individual people or anything like that, it's a difficult time of the year because there is a lot of uncertainty, and I'm not concrete with what I know yet. So, but that's part and parcel of a lower league football.
Do you have any indication of what budget you might have for next season?
Yeah, I've got an idea. So it's what we can do within those, like I say, financial constraints. At the end of it, we're at Cheltenham Town, and I'm sure every manager for the last 15 years has said the same thing. We have to punch above our weight every year to stay in the league, and it is what it is. But like you said, the 4,000 people that have come today, what we are trying to do is we are trying to play a decent brand of football, and it's not. I don't think it's bluff football. It probably was a little bit bluff football today because it was a bit backwards, sideways. It gets more frustrating. So sometimes that winds supporters up more, but we are trying to play the right way and create chances rather than just whacking it down the pitch.
If you look forward, how much are you looking forward to having a full pre-season with the players, having had to come in what was clearly a very difficult situation?
Yeah, well, most managers walk into difficult situations. That's why you get the job in the first place. For me, I think the pre-season is important because you can hopefully put the foundations of the framework in and the fitness. So that's what pre-season is about. It's about fitness and framework. And then you add into that, like you say, integrating new players. So you can do a lot of the work that we had to do on the job. Just trying to get them fit to start with was tough, but whilst you're trying to win a game at the same time. So that's why I've said I'd like to keep as many of the group together as we can, because the amount of work that's gone in, it would be disappointing to lose all of them and have to restart again all over again.
And for a player's viewpoint, when you talk to the players, you talk to the agents, again, I'm not going to ask you about individual situations, do you get a sense that the majority of players, if you were to offer them something, appreciate they'll be looking to see what they can get elsewhere, they might say, hey, do you know what, something's happening here at Cheltenham, I want to stay?
I speak to the player, I don't speak to them about money. That's why Mickey Moore's here. I don't get involved, so it's never a personal thing. I respect all the players for the work they've put in for me since I've been here, because all of them to a man have been first class, whether in the team, out of the town. And that's when, from my point of view, people say, oh, they're a great set of lads. They've been a good set of lads. There's been no terrorists, there's been no zappers, trying to work things their own way and things like that. So I respect all of them, and they've all been told that. So if we offer them a contract and they don't agree to sign, I'll shake their hand and wish them all the best, because that's the way football works.